Hello, we're doing it. I'm here. This is Chef Lorious, Lori to my friends, and we are live today. We're going to be cooking shrimp and grits tonight. I'm so excited. Okay, first of all, I'm so excited. So I'm just letting you know now. Bear with me. I'm excited and nervous at the same time. My husband is videoing me, and I'm trying to make sure that I have it set up so that I can kind of see your comments as they come in. So if I look off or I look a little confused or something like that, please just type a message in there. We've got, Shane has the camera, so he's videoing it, or my phone actually, he's videoing it. So we'll be able to see your comments and questions. So just help me out. Okay, so come on, watch it. This is going to be a lot of fun. This is shrimp and grits. You know, today is Fat Tuesday. What I'm going to do, I'm going to start by pouring the milk in here for the grits because they'll take a little time. Today is Fat Tuesday. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can find myself live here on Richards. That's my son. You know what's really interesting about all of this is I think that this is how you learn to appreciate your kids, because you don't understand exactly what's going on fully, and so you got to find a way to figure it out. And I'm trying to see, is there a way that I can, that it'll tell me I'm live so I can let Richard use Richard's account. Okay, all right, never mind. We're gonna get it straight. We'll figure it out. Okay, but everybody's here, and first of all, I have to say happy birthday, Ro. Thank you so much for joining. Happy birthday. I'm so excited that you're here. I didn't even know so many guys cook this much, and I'm just so happy to see you. Thank you, Ro, for being here. Thank you, Cherie, for being here. Hello, family. This is exciting. Okay. I'm glad you all know me. Well, remember this. I'll save this video for the very first time we do something, because I've got the YouTube videos going, but the live is so different. And you know, I have a lot of energy and I talk fast. I think that could work in my benefit in this situation. But anyway, okay, let's get to it. So we're making shrimp and grits today. It's Fat Tuesday, which is right before his Lent period starts and all this kind of stuff. So if you're in New Orleans and you understand Mardi Gras, or if you're from anywhere down in the Gulf, this is like the big party day. So I thought about doing a gumbo today, but it's too much work today. It's a Tuesday. And we make gumbo on the weekends when we have time to chop and chop and chop. But in the spirit of spicy Creole and New Orleans, we're going to make shrimp and grits, spicy shrimp and grits. So we are going to have creamy grits. We're going to start with, I'm going to get the milk going for the grits because that's going to take a little time. We take 4 cups of milk and a cup of grits. So this is just whole milk. I'm going to pour this in here, getting our angle straight. And I'm going to let this milk get ready to start coming to a boil so I can add the grits to it. Now, this is going to give us a nice big amount of grits to work with so that we can have a chance to really enjoy this. I'm going to put just a pinch of salt in here to help it out some. I'm not going to put a lot of salt in here like you normally would when you're cooking grits, because I'm going to add cheese to the grits later. And once I add the cheese to the grits, the cheese has a lot of salt in them, and so that'll salt it up. So while our milk is going to get ready to start boiling, I'm going to turn our stove on here, and I've got a bunch of ingredients. I'm going to talk through this and see. I can't see who just joined me, Shane. Chica! Hey, Chica! Okay. Hi, Chica. Okay. So we've started our milk going so that we can get our grits going, and now we're going to get started with our other things. So for shrimp and grits, the thing is that we want to have a lot of flavor. You can use bacon in shrimp and grits, or some people use ham, some people use sausage, andouille sausage, or whatever. If you know me, you know I love bacon. I can't think of anything bacon doesn't make better, and I always say I'm not going to try to wrap any brain power around it. So I have cooked up some bacon. Right here I had some chopped bacon. I don't know if you remember last time I talked about my good the cooking chunks of bacon I get from my grocery store. I've cooked up about this, kind of came down to about 2 pounds of bacon, but it's just 2 cups of bacon in here. I had the butcher cut me 2 pounds, and I got home and fried it up. Okay, so that's there. I saved some of the grease because bacon grease is our friend when used in moderation. And we also have some goodies to go in there. We've got some shallots. You know I love shallots over onions because of the mild flavor. We've got some green peppers. Got some baby bella mushrooms. The mushrooms are optional. Some people don't like mushrooms, some do. I think it helps the dish be more filling, but my kids don't always like mushrooms, so I don't chop them any smaller so I can push them aside for them. What do they know? Anyway, okay, so that's the good stuff, and then I've got some shrimp over here. I've got about 3 pounds of shrimp right here. that's been all cleaned and freshly. It's fresh. It's deveined inside and out, and the tails are off. Look at that. Ooh, ooh, ooh. We should name these shrimp. Okay, if you guys have suggestions for names for any of the shrimp, start sending those in so we can have, you know, we'll get to know. I know we're going to eat it, but it'll just kind of make the process more enjoyable. All right, so first things first, what we're going to do is get started getting our vegetables and things sauteed and ready to go. I saved some bacon grease here. So I am going to take, I'm going to use this little spoon here. I'm going to take some of this bacon grease and just kind of put it in here. I've got some olive oil on the ready as well. And we're going to take that bacon grease. Don't tell me that's a lot of bacon grease, because it's not. We're going to coat this pan like this. I've had the heat going, so this pan is already getting warm. You guys know I'm always talking about my minced garlic. Here it is. I'm going to put about a tablespoon of this. You don't need a ton of minced garlic with this, but you know, garlic and bacon and onions, you guys know those are, like, in my opinion, the best things in the world. Now, the good part about cooking live is I will write the recipe out for later, but right now I can just cook and let you see how I taste and season as I go. So I start with the garlic. This is about 5 shallots. Now, that may sound like a lot, but it's really not. You know, shallots are about like that. So 5 of them is not that much. So I'm going to take the shallots with the garlic and put them in there. And we're going to get the party started right here in the pan. This is how most cooking parties start, and I think. I mean, I can't think of a good cooking party that doesn't start with garlic and onions and bacon. All right. So, you know, I was trying to think about the first time I had shrimp and grits, and I don't remember, but I know that every time we travel and we go to different restaurants, I find myself always ordering shrimp and grits. And I thought, isn't that interesting? And then for a long time, I was afraid to make shrimp and grits because I like it so much, I didn't want to mess it up. You know, when you like a food a lot and then you think, oh my goodness, if I mess it up, I'll never forgive myself. I kind of had a little bit of that going on. But alas, I got over my fears and I started making shrimp and grits, and I'm happy again. I'm happy with the shrimp. I'm happy with the spice. So, speaking of spice, let's talk about this being a spicy dish. You can make this dish extra spicy if you want to, or you can make it mild. I did Cajun chicken last week, and someone from the Midwest made it, and they said, we don't do super spicy, so we kind of cut back on the spices some, and I understand that. I don't like, I call it unnecessary heat when it's just hot, 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 hot. There's no point in that. But if something's got good flavor to it, I like it. So I'm going to make this flavorful, but if your family would like it to be less flavorful, make it less flavorful. And then when they're not looking, slip some in, because kids always think that they don't like something, and then later you tell them it was in there when they're like 18 or 19, and then they can't believe it. Exactly. I know. Don't tell me I'm being a mean mom. You do the same thing with your kids. Okay. All right. I see that Denise is here. Hi, Denise. We used to work together. And I see Kara's here. Hey, Kara. You tell Rudy that he can learn a thing or two if he tunes in. Rudy and Kara are great friends of ours, and we always give each other a hard time. Okay. All right, guys. So look at this. The milk is starting to bubble for our grits. If you just joined, we put 4 cups of milk in here. I did whole milk in here because I want my grits to be nice and creamy. In the past, I've done this with half and half, but half and half is a little bit thicker. You know, when you go into half and half and cream, all those get much thicker. And once it gets thick like that, the grits just aren't as creamy as you'd like them to be. So I'm just going to go ahead with milk in here today. So I had 4 cups of milk and 1 cup of grits, and this is coming to a boil. So I'm going to let this boil. I'm going to cover this up as soon as I get a minute to grab the top. And we're going to just let that cook. So we want those grits to be nice and fresh when they're ready, because when grits sit, they get a little, you know, they get firm. Okay, so here we go. Our garlic and shallots have cooked up. We're going to add to this now our green peppers. Okay. And I'm going to add these baby Bella mushrooms. I may not put them all in there. Don't tell my daughter that I put these in there, because she'll say she doesn't like mushrooms. And if you know her, as soon as she finds out, she'll say, oh, I don't like mushrooms. Oh. But I just don't put them on her plate. But they are really good. And baby Bellas have such good flavor to them. You know what I mean? They just, I don't know, something about them. It does a lot for food. Okay, so that's that. Now, I'm going to add a little more bacon grease to this, just to help everything and everybody stay friendly in here. See, I just like to set the bacon grease aside and just add it slowly like this throughout the process as I need it. Ooh-wee. This is going to be good. Now, while this is in there, I'm going to also take a little bit of Cajun seasoning right here. I'm going to start with the flavor. Remember, flavorful. No unnecessary heat. Flavorful. This is a tablespoon rather of Cajun. Just going to sprinkle that in there. This is very similar to the process that I use when I make Cajun chicken. I posted that video last week. If you haven't seen that one, you can go to my YouTube page. My YouTube channel has it on there, and also my Facebook page has a link to it as well. Okay, so you see how that's cooking up nice and soft, and our grits are cooking. Oh, this is coming together. Now, the interesting thing about shrimp and grits is it seems like it's really, really a complex meal of some sort. I'm grabbing a lid. But it's not, and it actually cooks kind of quickly because shrimp cooks quickly, and so do grits. The grits, I think, take the longest. Uh-oh, I can't get to my lid here for my grits. I pulled my little shelf right next to me, and then I blocked the opening. Okay, I'm going to cover these grits up. See that? I didn't put a lot of salt in there. If you just joined, I didn't do a lot of salt because we're going to put cheese in there, and the cheese is going to really salt that. So we're going to let those grits keep cooking. Look at our vegetables here. I'm telling you, you can make this. This is an everyday meal. This is a weekday meal. You can do this any day of the week. Okay? Now, while that's doing that, we're going to take our shrimp. This is about 3 pounds of shrimp here. Remember, we have bacon too. I'm going to put some of this seasoning on the shrimp. Again, this is very similar to that Cajun chicken recipe. So go take a look at that one and you'll get a real good feel for how I like to season the meat ahead of time. So I'm just going to put this right here on the shrimp. Again, season your meat when you're cooking. Don't just wait for the sauces to be your seasoning. You want to put some flavor on your meat itself, because as soon as you bite that meat, if it doesn't taste like anything, you're not going to be happy. Let's see who's there. Stephanie's here. Takesha's here. Oh, Stephanie and Takesha. I wish y'all could meet. Anyway, okay, that's another story. Thank you guys for joining. So, back to the shrimp and the meat. Season your meat when you cook. And season your meat because if you bite into it and it's boring, it doesn't taste like anything, you're not going to be happy. Now, I took the top off because, when grits cook and they bubble up and things, I don't need a mess on the stove. So I just sometimes leave like a little vent on there so I can keep that going. Oh, the vegetables are looking good. And I got the seasoning right here on the shrimp. Ooh, it's happening, y'all. It's happening. It's happening. Okay, sorry. Let me get myself together. Okay, now I'm going to add my shrimp in here with these vegetables. You can remove the vegetables and cook the shrimp by itself. I like to cook them together because, I think it's a big party in here. And I'm just happy to be a part of the party. I just want to come, I want to have a good time. Like them. Did you guys think of any names for the shrimp? We're trying to have a shrimp naming contest. We got 3 pounds of shrimp here that we need to name. Ooh, this looks good. It's smelling good too. And if you're thinking to yourself, oh, that's just so much food in that pot. Oh my goodness, what's going to happen? Nothing's going to happen. This is going to be good. That's what's going to happen. It's going to taste good. We're going to let these shrimp cook until they get opaque white. Okay? We're going to keep checking on our grits. We want the grits to stay happy. See? Hello. I love grits. I say that a lot, I love, because I'm a love-filled person. That's why my kitchen is called the Love Lab. This is how I express my love, and this is how I just, you know what it's like when you want to just, when you love people who are in your life, your family, your friends, and you want to find a way to share that with them, for them to know how much they mean to you. And we all have different ways of doing that, because we're all different. This is my way. I like to get in the kitchen and cook stuff up that I know my family and my friends will enjoy, and it just feels good. It just makes me happy. It does. It makes me happy. And I'm just thankful that I found my thing. So we're going to let these shrimp keep cooking. They're going to take a little bit. I'm going to turn a little heat up, put a little more bacon grease in there, just to kind of help it keep going. Oh, yes. And when these shrimp start to get a little more done, what we'll do is we'll add the bacon to it, because I told you, those 2 cups of bacon over there. And just kind of keep moving it around. The good part about shrimp is it doesn't take it a long time to cook, and when you have a lot like this, just keep moving it around. If you want, you can always take the vegetables out and cook the shrimp by itself. That's fine too. So, okay, so I was talking about grits. I really enjoy grits. And to the point that when I don't feel well, I'm going to tell you what makes me feel better. How they know I'm on my way back to healthy, I say get me some grits. Now, if I get a bowl of grits and some scrambled eggs in there, I'm good. See that? See how that is? I'm going to take these off the heat now because I want them to stop right here. And I'm going to add the cheese to them when our shrimp gets a little bit farther done. Because I told you, grits will get stiff on you in a minute. You know, another thing you can do with shrimp is you can poach the shrimp. You can just take like some hot water and boil the hot water and then drop the shrimp in it, get it done, and then take it out and put it in here. I do that when I'm making stews or soups that require shrimp, like gumbo, because, you know, sometimes when you boil the shrimp straight, it, you know, oh, I like it. And I have a very good friend who's a real chef who told me about that little trick. So you see how this is coming together? See, it's getting done. This is going to be really good. And I'm going to add some more flavor. It's not going to be unnecessarily spicy. It's going to be flavorful. See? And the good thing is to remember that the cheese that we're going to put in the grits is going to really offset whatever level of spice is going on with the shrimp. And that's why you like to cook with these flavors that balance each other out. And our meat has flavor in it. So it's Fat Tuesday. What is a king cake? Does anybody know what a king cake is? I've seen this talk of king cakes down south for Fat Tuesday coming into, but I don't know what a king cake is. And then supposedly, like, there's this little plastic thing that's in there. A little, I don't know the king cake situation, but I'm interested. I don't think I'm interested because of the king cake. I think I'm interested because of the cake. And it seems like it's another cake I can make. And I would love to learn to make another cake. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Cakes are good. Another thing you can't go wrong with. You know, have you ever thought, if we can have a donut with maple drizzle and bacon, and maple bacon donuts are good. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, they're good. I wonder if you could do something like that with a cake or something. No, it's okay. I think I've gone over the deep end. Okay. Oh, look at this. Oh, I lost the shrimp. Get back in there. Okay, I'm looking for names for the shrimp. So, you see how this is looking? See how our shrimp is turning white? Don't overcook your shrimp or it'll turn to rubber, and it's not fun when it's rubber. Now comes the fun part. So I'm going to take this. I'm going to take my bacon. See what we've got here. Diana, hello. Nina, hello. I haven't seen you in years. Nina, we used to work together. We're going to add this bacon into the shrimp. And this is going to help make this a really hearty meal. It's going to be so filling, okay? So you see I'm adding the bacon here. I left a few pieces out because they get soft as it's in here when it's cooking, but you might want to garnish with a few up top. Hi, Steve. Steve is an excellent guitar player and singer. He's got some EPs that he puts out with my good friend Randall. I'll post a link to some of their music. They do amazing jobs. Amazing job. Steve's a great singer and Randall's a great guitar player. I can't say you're a great guitar player, Randall, because it's not true. I mean, a great singer, because it's not true. Randall's an awesome guitar player. And Steve's an awesome guitar player and singer. Okay, so here we've got the shrimp, the bacon, and the vegetables going together. We've been putting, and some garlic is in there, and we've been adding bacon grease to it as we go along. This is red cooking wine. I'm going to add some red cooking wine to this, and this is going to give us our gravy. I'm not going to thicken this up. Now, I think you know I've told you before that my family loves gravy. We turn everything into a gravy. This is one situation that is not a gravy. Hi, Joyce. Thanks for joining. See this? And we're just going to let this cook up. I'm going to add some more seasoning to it. I'm going to put a little more Cajun in here. Okay? And if you're asking me why am I still putting Cajun in here, because it doesn't look like I know it needs to look yet. There we go. We've put about 4 or 5 tablespoons in here. And this is also, in all honesty, this is a lot of shrimp. This is 3 pounds of shrimp and about 5 shallots, about an entire green pepper. So in all honesty, all kidding aside, we do need to have some flavor in here. Okay, and then that's going to give us our flavor. And we do want just a little bit of kick. So I've got some cayenne. I'm going to sprinkle this. I'm not going to measure this one because I don't want to put too much. I'm just going to sprinkle it. I know you're thinking, well, if you don't want to put too much, Lori, you should measure it. That's not how I roll. So, I don't know what to tell you. Help me, Lord. So I'm going to let this keep cooking because I want it to have a nice, I want some kick to it, but I don't want unnecessary heat. A little more Cajun, a little more cayenne in there. And while this is finishing up, because we're almost done with dinner, guys. I'm serious. We're almost done here. Oh, Joyce says she'd be my taster. Okay, come on over, Joyce. See, Joyce lives a ways away from me, so I know she's not going to be here. Okay, back to the grits because this is almost done. See that? See, I told you grits will get a little firm on you easily. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some cheese here. Now I've got 2 cups of cheese here. You're thinking this is a lot of cheese. It's not. It's going to melt in and the flavors are going to be great. Remember food friends? These are going to be friends. We're going to start stirring this up to let the cheese melt in there. Hi, Cherie. It's not spicy. It's flavorful. It's flavor, guys, not spice. Flavor. Flavor. Now, see these grits here? Ooh, these look good. Oh, I got a little piece of bacon got in my grits. Oh, yes, that's even better. Okay, I'm going to put some more cheese in there. And now this is where you start to just kind of cooking by sight, I kind of call it. See how that's turning with the cheese in there? I'm going to get some more milk and add it in there just to loosen this up a little bit. And this is cooking as well. See how that shrimp is looking? Ooh. Let me smell. Oh, yeah. The red cooking wine does wonders to the flavor. Hold on, I'm getting some milk. Okay. Now, in the spirit of measuring, I'm going to pour a little bit more milk in my measuring cup over here. And I'm just going to add some in here. I'm not putting it back on the heat, though, because I don't need it to necessarily keep cooking. I just need it to soften up a little bit. And with grits, don't feel bad if you have to keep doing this. When they sit, they get firm. They sit, they get firm. And that's just how grits are. And even when you go to heat this up tomorrow for lunch, yes, for lunch, you'll find the same thing. Okay, now, this is another little thing I like to do in my shrimp and grits. Flavor, not spice. Put a little Cajun seasoning in your grits. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're saying, okay, Lori, this is ridiculous with the Cajun seasoning. But I'm going to tell you right now, y'all come over to my house for dinner and you say, oh, girl, this is so good. Well, this is what I do. Now I'm telling you. So if you think it's too much seasoning, you didn't think it was too much seasoning the other day when we were over here eating, you thought it was good then. Now I'm letting you know all my secrets. Add a little more milk. See, you just got to kind of look at it until you get them the consistency you want. Oh, yeah. See that? I like grits to be creamy. That's the cool part about using milk when you do this recipe. Okay? And here, this looks good. Now, I'm going to turn this heat off because I don't want these shrimp to turn rubbery. And what is my absolute favorite part, everybody? The tasting! Okay. So, I'm going to get a little bowl. Oh, do I have one in here? Oh, down here. Here we go. Here we go. I'm getting fancy, you guys. I got a little cart now. I got a cooking cart. I'm going to put, let me get a spoon that's not slotted. And I'm just going to get a little bit. Now, when I taste, especially something like this, I want to taste the broth. This is what I want to taste more than I want to taste the shrimp. Because the shrimp, I'm sure, is going to be fine. But I'm going to taste a little bit of this broth right here. See that? Okay. And I already have my tasting spoon. Let's see what this is doing. I don't want to burn my mouth. I did that once. Ooh, that's good. Ooh. It's got kick. Oh, yeah. I'm going to let Shane taste it in a second. So that's good. The heat's off on that. Here are my grits. And now I'm going to serve this up and show you how pretty this can be on a plate. Hold on. Now I'm going to actually make a salad even to go along with this so that you can see that I believe in eating healthy. Healthy. That's right. A little more milk. A little more milk. Excuse the door. That's my mom coming in. So now I'm going to take this salad here. Move this stuff aside here. I'm going to put a little ranch on this. It's just the basic vegetables. And just gonna kind of move it around. I'm gonna be honest, I'm just doing this for you guys. At home, we're not eating no salad. We're not. I can't even pretend like we are. But Madison likes salads. That's my daughter. She actually likes salad, so she'll probably eat it. Madison likes salad, and Aiden, my 4-year-old, likes croutons. So between the two of them, one of them will eat the salad, one of them will eat the croutons. Okay, so there's our little salad there ready. And the next thing we're going to do is I'm going to get a plate here. Voila, plate. Get some grits. Oh, I didn't taste the grits. I'm going too fast. Let me slow down. I got to taste the grits. Why didn't somebody remind me to taste the grits? Clean spoon. No double dipping. We don't double dip around here. Okay, the grits. Creamy. And the best part is the grits aren't too salty because this has got the flavor in it. We don't want this. We don't want the grits to compete with the shrimp. We want the shrimp to just kind of to do its thing with it. Okay, let me see. Okay. Hi, Diana. Thank you. Yes, layering flavors. Diana gets it. Okay, so here we go. We're going to serve this up. Put some grits. I should have put this in the middle of the plate. You know, this has been the hardest part for me of this whole Chef Lorious cooking thing is plating foods because I don't usually go for like super pretty plates. I just put the food on there and we eat it. But I'm learning. Is that enough, Shane? Okay, he said that's enough. Okay. And then we take some of this right here. See that? Just like this. Just like this. And that extra juice there, and once you have enough juice, you can switch back to your slotted spoon. So you lose a little bit of the juice and just put that in there. So that's got your bacon, your shrimp in it. And shrimp, you want, you know, shrimp is not, by itself, is not very filling always, so that's why I use so much. Oh man, this looks so good. Look at that. Okay, I got a little bit of juice in here. I'm going to pour some of this juice back out because it's just a little juicy. Let me put it in this little cup over here. Okay, so note to self, next time, use the slotted spoon first and then add the juice. Got a little juicy. Okay, I'm gonna wipe this off right here. A clean towel, a little bit of salad. I'm not gonna mess this plate up with salad. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put the salad on a bowl. Now the picture that I post, it's ringing and heralding the sound of good food. The picture that I end up posting along with this video will be pretty. You guys are going to be impressed. You're going to say, I know that's not the plate that she made when we were watching. So this is the healthy salad for my husband and children. I'm going to put this here, not on the heat. I'm going to move this out the way. And here is my shrimp and grits. Oh, I'm a good wife. Thank you, Jesus. Getting the fork. Oh, I'm going to get 2 forks so Shane and I can taste together. He might not taste. I don't know. Not because he won't like it, but it might be more fun to taste off camera. Okay, so you won't see him because he's taping. Hi, Tracy. Oh, wow. It's been a long time. I see that you love cooking videos, too, so I see we have something in common. Okay, this is how you eat it. Look at this. I shouldn't put that big piece of shrimp in my mouth. I got to try to be a lady. When I'm by myself and I'm home, I just go for it. See how nice that shrimp looks inside? Hold on, I'm going to pick it up and show you. See, it's all done. All done. See there? And if you want a little more juice, I'm just going to dip it in some juice real quick. Okay, here we go. Here we go. I dance when it's good. And it's not too spicy. It has flavor. Not too spicy. This was so much fun. Thanks you guys for watching. I'm going to post this on my Facebook. I'm going to post a recipe. I'm going to put some pretty pictures of this up. And should I get Shane to taste this before I go? You know, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that because if it doesn't taste right, he'll let me know. but this is good. And for all of the Cajun that I put in there, Cajun is flavor, not spice. So if you want it to be hotter, go back to your cayenne. Okay? I could take it hotter, but then the kids will be going, Mommy, 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 and that's not cool because then I haven't really cooked dinner. Okay, so I'm rambling now. Thanks, guys, for watching. This has been so much fun, and that took us how long? 30 minutes. We just made shrimp and grits for dinner in 30 minutes. I hope that some of you all, or maybe 25 minutes, I'm not sure, something like that. I hope you'll try it. I hope you enjoy it. I'm going to post it. Thanks for all your support. Please be sure to like and subscribe. Go to YouTube. Jordan is there. Hey, Jordan, my good friend Jordan. He's going to want to pray and speak in tongues over the shrimp and the grits. You got to know Jordan to understand. I'm sure he feels the spirit now. I love you, Jordan. Anyway, please go to my YouTube channel, like and subscribe so you can see videos. I try to post a couple times a week and then do little mini videos in between. Please go to my Facebook page, like my Facebook page, invite your friends and family. If there's something you'd like me to cook, let me know. I can't promise I'll cook it, but I might try. So that's it for today. Thank you for visiting my Love Lab. Again, shrimp and grits and a salad that no one will eat because we want the shrimp and grits. And happy Fat Tuesday. Have a great evening. Thanks, guys.